Y'all know if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to give you a good definition. So I looked up the word virtuous. Virtuous means having a high standard. And see, God said, Deanna, that's been your problem. You haven't had a high enough standard. See, you've been out there with my enemies. And that's why you've run into the people that you run into. See, a man after my heart that can step in as me in your life gonna tell you to be virtuous. Have a high standard. Not the men today stepping in trying to tell women to be feminine. Everybody can do that. Feminine just means to be passive, supportive, nurturing, kind-hearted, helpful. We're flowy materials, soft. That's it. Everybody can do that. When I went over to the virtuous woman, it says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that she shall have no need of spoil. Her husband trusts her. See, a man after God's heart. A man after God's heart needs a virtuous woman. You can't go out there and hang with all of God's enemies and find you a man after God's heart. We all been doing it wrong, y'all. The men out here talking about be feminine, we need to be virtuous to be a wife. And if he's going to be a step-in dad, like God, he's going to step in your life and take the place of the father who been leading you. He need to be a certain way too. See, that's part of my disobedience. I be wanting to be it all. See, I want to be straight down the middle with it. I want to keep some of my ways of the world, and I want to be a wife too. I want to keep some of that, be your good wife, and keep it. I want to smack down the middle. That's how I've been handling God. That's why God been mad at me, because I'm lukewarm. I'm burnt up now. You get what I'm saying? I'm burnt up. I'm done. I want to be cherry and virtuous. I want to be cherry boucher and virtuous. Because, see, I don't feel like just being one way. I want to keep it all together. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, God talks about this virtuous woman and says she girded her loins with strength. Strength and honor are her clothing. Out of her mouth comes wisdom. She's smart. She's intelligent. All she do is work. It says, a friend of mine told me one time, he said, I see what your problem is. I said, what's my problem? He said, now that I get to know you, I see what your problem is. See, you show everybody cherry first. Then, once they get to know you, they see Deanna. If you had to show them Deanna first, all of the people that meant no good in your life would have got on down immediately. You wouldn't even have to go through half of the problems that you went through if you showed them Deanna first. Hey, listen, I know this is my personal testimony, but I know I'm speaking to somebody out there. Y'all, as a woman, we are really, especially women after God's heart, we lukewarm. We need to be burned up. Part of the problems that we're going through with the men that we're attracting is us. We got to take some accountability. We smack down the middle. We lukewarm. We Jezebel and virtuous, at least trying to be. Pick a side. In 2 weeks of being intimate with God, I don't have no more excuses. And took away all my excuses because he went in and filled in some blanks. See, I say I ain't grow with no daddy. Not too many people told me blah, 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 blah. But the textbook definition of a father, the role of a father says the protector, the provider, the disciplinarian. The protector, the provider, the disciplinarian. So, in a way, your husband is supposed to be like a father. But he got to be after God's heart while you after God's heart. See, I got to get after God's heart to attract somebody else who's after God's heart. Virtuous. A higher standard. Amen.